So this field of corn that I'm in now, it was planted the end of April. And when we got to this field, our planter was telling us that row 3 was not dropping seed. But when we looked in the row that it had been through, there was seed there. So we went through most of the day trying to figure out what was wrong with that row. Was the sensor? We took the unit apart and cleaned it out, make sure it was everything was running okay. But it kept saying that row wasn't planting. Well, it turned out that it was row 1. So when they hooked up the monitor to the sensors in each row, they switched some of the rows. So we're not sure which, when it says one is out, we weren't sure if that was the right one. So what we found out that it was row 1. But luckily enough that when you turn around and go through the field again, the same side, that you have 2 rows that are missing. So we have a 2-row planter that we are splicing this in and filling it in, since it's now June 8th and we have all the corn and beans planted. So now we have time to come back to this field and splice this corn in and fill it in, and then replant any other corn that we have that has some drowned out spots. So that's what we're doing today, and it took a while. This is the first time we used this 2-row planter, so it was most of the day getting it where it's planting the way, the rate and the speed and everything is all working the way we want it to. So we have it set now and it's working pretty good. So we'll go on to the next field.
Judy's little replant setup here. She's got her a little 2-row planter to splice in corn and beans when you don't need to put the whole big planter on and to go out and do it. She got that from J.O. Harris Sales. It's technically a 7100 Deere, but they build the transmissions and put rod in them. Jay buys old John Deere planters and they cut them down, or old Kinze planters, and cut them down, and they make 2, 4, and 6 row. A lot of guys have got 4 rows, but if you want just one single row or something, then you're knocking down more. Now this here with the 2-row, you're turning more, but we just thought the 2-row was the best setup for us. Judy also bought our little 4608 Massey Ferguson tractor. It was used. It had 480 hours on it, I think. And she got it over at Rolf Implement. It does not have def. It's a regen. It's a little loud, a little bit louder than we thought. And we still haven't figured out how to quite adjust the seat the right way. But I can tell you that they have modified these things from years ago when we had the open cab tractors. It actually has 2 cup holders on it. I mean, woohoo. But it's a 24-speed thing. It does drive 26 mile an hour down the road, so it gets from one point to another real quick. Pretty happy with that. But yeah, it's just it's like a 65 horsepower PTO tractor. It's got 80 horse or something engine. But yeah, it works. I think if you would go to like a 4610, they got def on them and they're a little different. But she's got a nice sunshade, so that'll be your tedding tractor and a raking tractor, and it's the boss's deal. I'm just an operator on the weekends if I'm lucky.